Semantic feature analysis is very, very good when you have an umbrella type of topic that have different characters and different characteristics that make up that topic. So basically giving them 3 shots. You give them the reading of the text, you give them the note-taking on the text, and you give them semantic feature analysis to think about it in that grid formation. And once you see the finished product of where they signaled that these groups had this in common, these groups didn't have this in common, I think that's pretty strong evidence. It puts things out there in that grid formation. It's a very good visual cue as far as when you are looking at a time period that comparison and contrasting are so vital. So many different groups, but with the same goal. I think semantic feature analysis works very well in laying that out in a very physical form, a very good visual cue for taking a look at different strategies in different groups. Getting started, everybody. What were we working on yesterday? A comparison between the 2 most influential civil rights leaders, Matthew?
Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. If you guys will for me, get one of those sheets of paper out on top, and I will give you a few minutes to do a quick write on everything you can tell me about the differences and similarities of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. You're going to speak with a neighbor, just hammer out some details. What did they get that you missed? What did you get that they missed? What do you agree, what do you disagree on? Now what does everybody have in front of them now? 2-column note sheet. This is how you'd be spreading it down through 2-column note sheets. You have the NAACP on the left. What are you guys going to put on the right? What it does, right?
What it stands for?
What it stands for, that's very good.
Like who they support?
Who they support. So what were the strategies of the NAACP that you guys can find? And similar, I would go for these 3, try to find these 3 bits of information for every group you guys are going to take a look at. NAACP used the legal system. The NAACP had very strong, very well-trained lawyers. What are we saying is the important points to define the SCLC? Who's the most important leader in the SCLC? They mentioned Kayla? Okay. So when it talks about core, what specific strategy are you being told that core used? This, guys, is going to be a semantic feature analysis sheet comparing the groups you just took a look at. This semantic feature analysis design is meant to show you what? What's it supposed to show you? Just similarities? So both, right? That's the whole point. So if we have civil disobedience, that's our first column. In our rows, we have SNCC, we have core, we have the Black Panther Party, which is now BPP, the NAACP. So we have the columns, we have the categories, what these groups may or may not have done, and we have the groups themselves. The point, guys, when you look at this, once you go back through your 2-column notes, once you talk with your neighbor, is that you will be able to get a precise view which groups use these strategies. So civil disobedience, sit-ins, freedom riding, boycotts. SNCC, would they fall into that category? Because of what? Sit-ins, definitely. So we put a check for SNCC and civil disobedience. Core. Marches, yes, Black Panther Party, they were involved in marches, but not sit-ins, not civil disobedience. And NAACP, they try to change the laws through the legal system, not at the ground level. Okay. And if this were my sheet, I would say.
But they did.
They
like taught them, like their workers, like their followers, like how to like defend themselves, like from like attacks and stuff. So they were like civil disobedient, but they were still like prepared for whatever happened.
And would you have stuff in NAACP is like all of the legal. That's what they are. Civil disobedience, yeah. And it has that part I had to check out. When did education? Because like they all go to the last one. There was one
We figured it was core because how they sent people like around the country.
They not only revisited what they had taken notes on, what they had already discussed earlier, they were able to think about it in a different way. I think that literacy strategies are not just helpful for the students, they're helpful for the teachers as well. Being able to use these strategies in your classroom is refreshing, it's invigorating to see students take a new approach to text, to see students really get a better grasp of what you're talking about, to be better prepared for class discussions, for extensive assignments, where normally they have so much information thrown at them and you hope it sticks, you hope this sticks, you hope that sticks. The education profession should not be based on the hope that information sticks, that content sticks with students. Literacy strategies transfer hope to workable reality. So once the students are interacting with the strategies, once they're interacting with the material better, it is very, very, very helpful for teachers as well, who see the results. They can have more rich conversations with students. They see better performance on assignments. It's been my time with the MCLP. It's been very, very, very refreshing. That would be the word I would use to describe it. And I am very glad that these strategies have been, that I've been exposed to these strategies. And my students are very glad that we use them too.